Hello and welcome back to the show. I think what we wanted to really cover at the moment on this fine sunny Saturday morning was the SONA address, the State of the Nation address by the president here in South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, in the week, and where it specifically talks to about jobs in particular, because obviously that's what we do. And obviously at the same time that we look at the industries and the growth or the shrinking of certain industries and how that will impact on the job market and how that may then affect our clients in the legal space. I really wanted to pick up on a couple of things that the president spoke about when it comes to jobs, because I do think that we need an accurate picture. Because when we're talking to people and professionals at all levels, they need to know what's happening and what opportunities are coming up. So we, like everybody in every country, we need our leaders to tell us the truth. Now, there's a fantastic website out there. If you haven't already checked it out, it's called Africa Check. It's a non-profit organization, and it's a team of brilliant journalists who every single time an African leader does a speech or talks about the economy in their particular country, they fact check it. So I'm going to just share the screen with you just quickly. And hopefully everybody can see that now. Yeah. Okay, so this is it, africacheck.org. Please check it out. Feel free to donate. It's English in English and in French. And this was the piece about the South African president's State of the Nation address, which was just a couple of days ago. And what they do is they take out the key points and then they fact check it. And they brilliant journalism. So I think this is really important. It's a really important service that they provide. You'll see here on the right-hand side that he made 9 claims on progress in South Africa, including the economy, jobs, and social grants. And that's what really piqued my interest: the jobs part and the economic growth, etc. We're in an election year here in South Africa, so it's this is his last chance to speak to the nation. And he took that opportunity to really talk about the progress that the ANC had made since leading the country out of apartheid into democracy some 30 years ago. And obviously what they do here as well with Africa Check is that they've listed here, there were 3 incorrect, 2 that were understated, 2 that were a bit misleading, and 2 that were correct. So mixed bag, shall we give the president here. But in particular, I mean, I'll leave this to you to click on if you like. There is a link in the description below. But obviously what I want to get to, we don't want to talk about grants and things like that, is the employment increase from 1994. I mean, personally, I just think he shouldn't have gone back that far. I get the understanding. I understand the sentiment and the reasons for doing that. But what really matters to people is what's happening now. What's happened in the last 5 years since they went to the polls last time, and has the job market improved? Has the economy improved? But anyway, that's my opinion. It was understated. So what we're saying here is the survey, he was saying that there are an increase from 8 million people employed in 1994. And what it's saying here is claimed Africa Check rated it as an understatement, as Stats SA estimated there were 8.9 million people employed in 1994. While that survey has been criticised for underrepresenting black respondents, it surveyed 30,000 households and included the nominal independent black homelands or Bantu Sands in national statistics for the first time. But by using a lower starting point, Ramaphosa's exaggerated the progress that's been made since 1994. So, yeah, unemployment is a massive issue in this country and needs to be rectified. And I don't think understating it or misrepresenting the numbers helps anyone into it. 16.7 million today. So it sounds amazing, but Africa Fact Check have said it's misleading, because what they're saying here, using Stats SA, which is a government organization, the numbers, aren't quite right. And again, I'll leave you to that. So suffice to say, on the job market, there are still too many people unemployed. We did a research project about 2 years ago that showed that actually, if you factor in the unemployed, those that are no longer seeking work, and the underemployed, which is people who are earning either under the minimum wage or not enough to live on, then those three all in is close to 80% of the country. And that is phenomenally bad. So it's something that affects every industry, not just the law, but every industry. And there's a lot of people out there willing to work and not a lot of jobs being created. So, and then he goes on to talk about the economy being three times larger than it was 30 years ago, which again, fact check using World Bank data shows that is actually a misleading statement. There was a few things he got right, about the stimulus and things like that. So we'll end on a positive note. But suffice to say that the president, from a job perspective and job creation perspective, which affects the law firms and the universities and every industry, was slightly misleading. And I think further analysis has to be done on that. And hopefully will be in the coming months by our wonderful research team. Thanks very much.